We have created a forum that would give advice to new incoming students. Is there anything you'd like to tell them about classes?
I'd say just don't pick a major right away and take a different variety of classes. Use Rate My Professor, it's useful. And just take classes that you like, something that you're interested in, like earth science or, oceanography or something.
All right. Do you have any advice about attendance and about going to classes?
I'd say going to classes is probably better than just reading the book or, using the notes online, because you get the in-class experience, and you get you get questions that are going to be on the test from class, so it's important to go.
All right, I understand that. Going to class, sitting in front is always helpful. What about registration and signing up for classes? How does that usually go about here on campus?
As a freshman, usually registration proves to be quite difficult, but you usually get the classes that you want. Again, take different kinds of classes and you'll be fine.
Is there anything you'd like to say about classes and majors?
Well, I'm a psychology major here. I really like it. I like all the classes that I'm taking right now, even though I'm only in just the introduction course of psychology. It's very interesting. A lot of the classes that I've already taken here are really cool. A lot of them are really interesting. They all talk about different subjects that you wouldn't even really know that that's part of that area of field. I'm in a geography class now that's talking about. I went into this class thinking it's just all going to be maps, all this, all that. But I get in there and it's maps, it's population, it's population problems, a bunch of different things going on wrong with the world. It's just really cool and really interesting stuff.
All right, so would you say that every class is always different and you can't judge it by its cover?
Yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, you can't go into you can't go into a class expecting something and expect that same outcome coming from that another class taught by maybe even a different professor. It's a lot different depending on even the time of day you take the class. Professors usually, in my experience, generally the professors that teach night classes are a lot more personable. They're a lot funnier. They just tend to have an overall greater personality. But that's not to bash the morning professors who are there. But I mean, I'm just not a morning person anyway. So.
All right, I'm Tom, and this is Malcolm. We're here doing an interview about this wonderful campus at Southern. And what do you say about the parking? What time would you say you'd have to arrive if you want to get a decent parking spot, Malcolm?
Well, unfortunately, you do have to get here pretty early. I'd say before 9 at least. Otherwise, you're going to end up parking in the back, and it's a long walk no matter what parking lot you go to.
What would you say some of the major do's and don'ts here at Southern?
If I had to pick one good rule for each, I'd have to say definitely read your syllabus, because if your class is based off of only 3 tests, then you really don't have to show up as much as if it were a attendance-based class. That's easy credit. You should definitely show up for class that gives you credit for just showing up. A major don't would be don't panic, because a lot of people screw up within the first 3 weeks or so, first month even. And the great thing about college is there's usually enough time to correct any mistakes that you make early on.
That's very good advice. What do you have to say about the food here or around here?
Well, it's mixed reviews on my end. Con Hall can do great things. Don't get me wrong, but they don't always do those great things. So use common sense. If something looks funny, don't eat it, because it probably is. Stay away from Nathan's unless you have a very strong stomach. It's harsh on the stomach, delicious in the mouth, but I love Blue Agave. It's fantastic, and only basically related to food, but remember to spend your food loot because it goes away. So visit North Market.
Hello, my name is Brandon Simmons. This is
Brooke Blasio.
Jasmine Starmullen.
on Thursday, just like every other college campus, the weekend starts. So what do you guys usually do on the weekend?
Usually on Thursdays, we go to the club.
We go to Poles, downtown New Haven.
So what is your usual routine?
Common.
How do you get ready and all that?
Usually like we just go to our room and
Pre-game.
pre-game and get dressed and do our makeup and stuff. And then we usually just like take a taxi and it's only $12.
So what is the worst place in New Haven to go?
Huh. I don't know.
There's not really a bad place to go.
Yeah, like it depends on like the nights. Like you can't go to like Toads on a Thursday or like Pulse on like a Saturday. Like it's just a
You
night.
just don't
It's
go.
just a schedule.
All right, so how safe is New Haven, would you say?
It gets a little ratchet.
Really?
It's a little dangerous.
Just a little bit?
Just like sometimes you just have to be very aware of your surroundings.
All right, so do you have any recommendations for the incoming Southern students, transfers and freshmen about the nightlife?
You just have to like
Live it up.
yeah, give it a try.
Be
Like
reckless.
it's college, so just like do your thing.
All right, there you have it. Nightlife from these two. Thank you very much, ladies.